Hello everybody, we out here this morning. We're gonna put build a porch for this trailer, and we're gonna build a wheelchair ramp. I'm gonna show you. Let's start. Okay, we got our other corner up. I might have said that, I don't know. But here's the inches right here. We're making it about 4 foot wide. And we're going to put us a couple of posts in between these two, and we're going to measure it out and get them the right distance. Alright, we got all the posts in that we're going to have. They are going to be some posts maybe in between, but that's what we got so far. Alright, they putting the rafters in between here. I reckon you call it rafters, might be floor joists. But now we done the 3, 4, 5 rule to get this thing squared up. And if you don't know about the 3, 4, 5 rule, just Google that and you'll see. Alright, we're fitting here's how we cutting our raft. Alright, this board that Steven's got in his hand now, it's the pattern. And we're cutting every one from that one single board, so we don't get messed up. All of them will be identical. Alright, we're going to finish putting the boards across the bottom. We are using screws, and I'll show you another update in a second. Alright, Steven's bracing the bottom up. I'm going to be showing you a little bit more about that. But what he's doing is basically putting poles in, like that center pole right there, and I'll show you a little bit more about that. Alright, got all the braces in, and now they putting the decking on there. And you might have didn't realize this, but I had forgot to film this the other day. This is what the underneath looks like. And let me tell you, it's braced up good. Every other rafter's braced up, and then it's got that board right there in between. And here's what I want to tell you. There's hardly no such a thing as doing something like overdoing when you building. This thing right here, you know, it's got to be made where it'll last for years. And if it ain't braced up good, it'll sag with you. This 2 or 3 days later, it's been raining like a son of a gun. They went ahead and done the deck to this far after I left the other day. And they took a string, and we put one board down, and they took a string and lined that one board up with the string. And when you got a long span like that, that's what you need to do on that to make sure you're getting them straight, because it took 3 boards to go across this. It's pretty long. And you can see we left one board out. Now, that's because that string's straight. But this wall right here, it goes in and out. This vinyl siding on it, it ain't that great, I can tell you. And Steven went ahead and put them some steps down. They look pretty good. I was going to tell you, you know, we know how to make stringers. But it's just as cheap to go on and buy some and be done with it. You see here, this is 10 foot right here. That's a pretty wide span right there for this much weight and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop us some posts down in here, but they'll be below the deck, and get this deck to where it can make the long haul. And some carpenters liable to tell you that that's okay. But it ain't okay. That right there will sag in time. Now, I mean, it'll look good for a while. It'll look good long enough for them to get their money. Then in a year or two, you'll start seeing it sagging. And I'm gonna tell you something important. If you got a treated piece of lumber, they don't hardly nobody know this. If you got a treated piece of lumber and you put it down in the ground with concrete and everything, it's fine. But if you cut it and put it down in the ground, then that's a problem, because the inside of treated lumber ain't treated. Now it's okay if you dip it in some oil or something like that, it'll be good to go, but that's just something you need to know about there. Now, talking about, you know, them posts. Now, here's one right here that's treated that hadn't been cut. Look at this one right here that's been cut. You think that right here is treated? I've had people arguing with me about that before. I guarantee you put that right here down in the dirt, it will rot. Alright, Stephen went ahead, got the rafter up, but he done that before I came. And they got the beam running across here that all the rafters is gonna lay on. I'll let you look at that. And we got this board running out. It ain't permanent, but this is just one way. You know, there's many ways to do it, but it's just one way for us to get this post in the right place. This right here is what you do if the board's been cut. Because it's cut in, it ain't pressure treated. Alright, we got our posts in. We made them long so the concrete is set up. We putting a string on it running from our post. That'll get us, we'll have a good straight point for our rafters. Where one of the posts is going, we lining it up by the post on the porch, and it's going to touch the string. We putting our last post in. We putting it at the string, and we got to get it level. Alright, we got our band boards in for a wheelchair ramp. They got to be a minimum of a 1-inch drop every foot to be code. It's taking a while, but there's a lot of cutting and squaring up involved to make it right. What Stephen's doing now is marking it off for the rafters. We can start putting the rafters up. We let the concrete here settle on this right here. Alright, they got the rafters up. I'm going to leave it with them. Alright, I realized that we didn't explain this good the other day, but you can kind of see now what we're doing here. Now, we've started putting the decking boards on, and we're kind of skipping around and stuff, but we're doing what we got lumber with to do. We got more lumber ordered. But anyway, we start to put this deck on, and what we'll do is, man, lay 1,000 of these at one time, and then pop a string on it, and cut them all off at one time. Alright. And Stephen's got all the roof on and the band on. Alright, the customer, they told Stephen they wanted to put a back on the step, so we took them up, and that's what he's doing right now. And you know, if he was using wider boards, what we're using is making us have to put a strip in, and that's alright, but you can use wider boards and spend a little more money if you want to. But here's how it looks. Alright, see how much better that looks than being open. And we got to put the handrails on it, but I'll be showing you that. Check out this saw I made for Stephen. Alright, our band board right here, we had a problem with it being too far out. It was bowed. So what we done is we put us a wire on it right here. And
connected it with this 2x4, and you pull it in and get it where you need it and wire it off. You won't see that in a book.
And that's just temporary to hold it straight, right?
Right. Just it just holds it where you need it until you can get your board screwed down.
Alright, this is the end of day 3 for me. They're going to keep working. I reckon they're going to go ahead and put the rest of these down, get them cut and everything. Tomorrow, all we should have to do is put up the spindles, then put the metal roof on. Alright, we figured out how we want to do our spindles, so that's what we're doing right now. We got the first one straight and square, so we know the distance we want is what that board is right there. Man, we just temporarily doing this, using the gun, just so, you know, just because the drill's kind of hard to work with on this kind of thing right here. But we'll get it put together and then we'll come back and screw it. Alright, there ain't no easy way to cut these, to make these spindles, rails. So what we done is, you know, we cut them down there like I showed you. But then we set them up here and mark where they go. And you know, we got them, we fixed it where we might have to come and add a spindle. But on your outside spindles, you don't necessarily put them where they go exactly by measurement. You put them where it looks good. And that's the way you do about everything. You use your measure and all that, but you do what looks right. Now, you watch when we get through with this. Alright, see, they got it sitting on some wedges where they can get it just right.
4 years out, flush.
This is day 4. You got the metal on the roof, and we got a lot of the a lot finished, but I reckon we're gonna have one more day. But it's looking pretty good. Alright, this is day 5. It's gonna be our last day. They done one of the rails on the wheelchair ramp here. Sometimes it's hard to remember words. But see, got to do this side. But we got probably about 3 more hours, and it's probably gonna wrap us up.
We done with everything. We got our braces in on our ramps. Got our spindles up. We put even though they were set and level when we build them, you have to put these blocks in because over time they'll sag. You want it to look good right on. Now I explained to the lady we could underpin this right here. That's why we got our blocks and our braces under where they won't be in the way, but she wants to put block on it. We had to make some adjustments to the steps because what you want is you want your spindles to be the right length as the rest of the house. And you want it to look right. It ain't so much a measurement thing as it is, it's got to look right. You can take an elderly lady that don't know anything about carpenter work. She can take one look at something and tell if it looks right or not. Alright, we added this lady a 12 by 36 deck, the exact same width of the house. Give her plenty of room for the grandkids. We got nice and safe. We got 4-inch in between the spindles. That keeps the kid from getting their head stuck.
I reckon so.
That's what it's for.
And what about this right here? That's pretty nice there, ain't it?
Yeah, we also installed this customer a wheelchair ramp. She has some disabled kids, and we got it all nice and safe and sturdy for her. When you're walking up this ramp here, you can't even really tell you're walking uphill. It's real gradual. We also installed her a 50-year roof on the home to cover the patio and the house, and shouldn't have to never come back. Well, thanks again for watching.